just an empty can.
Mic is hot. Somebody's watching already.
It's probably
Hello, Huntington and beyond, apparently. We got people following us from all the way in the great state of Illinois at this point, which is awesome. Live today with Don, the Shoe Bridge. I said the Shoe Bridge.
the Shoe Bridge.
Mic check 1 2. Mike's working. I don't know who Mike is, but he's working tonight. So we're going to talk about some weather tonight. We're going to let some other people get in here. I'm so tempted.
Oh, yes. For those of you who are from the north, Michigan area, there you go.
Michigan.
We, the wife and I we make little bootleg trips up to Michigan.
It's Melinda. Hello, darling.
Hello.
We're just waiting on some people to get in here. We're going to have some fun. Talk about some of your favorite weather. We know it's your favorite. We're going to talk about snow. What?
Put the banner up there that says snow all the time. That'll get people coming.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I'm not going to do it. It might mess it up.
Gonna send an invite?
No, I can't do that either, that I know.
Do it from your phone. See, we have ways.
Where have you been my whole life?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a traffic alert. I missed that. Oh, that's where all the fire trucks went.
Oh, where?
State Road 105 and US 24.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a traffic accident. I saw them. They were flying. Oh.
So BIPA's got paged out for that one, obviously.
I think everybody got paged out for that one.
You have to start running the scanner home so I can hear fire pages. Good job, Brad. Your feed here is correct. I'm sitting on the left.
But you're on my right.
Yeah, and I'm on the right there, too.
No, you're on my left.
Oh, brother.
Oh, I guess somebody else. Cool. Oh, I didn't want to do that. You don't like snow? Come on.
Well, check on in. Whoever it is just signed in or came in.
Yep, whoever you're there, we're gonna wait for some people to get in. Make sure you share the stream, and we're gonna put everything that everybody's hyping up about this storm to bed. I'm not even gonna call it a storm. It's gonna be a windbag.
If you're watching, say hi down in the comments.
We're up to 3. A few more. We'll go ahead and get started. We got a lot of information to cover. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. You know what? I'm going to drag that one right there. I think that's a good order.
What's on your agenda there, Bradley?
Weather. Hi, Holly. How are you? It's chicken scratch. Can you read that?
No. Not from this 10,000 foot altitude.
So I gotta get proper furniture in here. It's gonna be fun.
A little crusty. The glasses, which is not yours, mine.
Well, I don't like mine on anyway. I'm gonna have to wear mine.
Yeah, you're blind, huh?
I was like, there's Nick. All right, we got a few people in here. We got anybody over on the YouTubes? No, I got to work on getting us out on YouTube land. All right, so we're here to talk about this beautiful weather that's coming up. Melinda actually prayed for it, so everybody that's really happy with this weather coming on, make sure you thank Melinda. I'm gonna have to go back in the post and see who guessed. What is that? The 9th? It's gonna be the 9th. Today's Friday, right?
Yeah.
I'm semi-retired Bob, so dates don't really work with me all that well. So looking forward to the 9th, which is going to be Sunday, what we're looking at as the first snow. Now the question is going to be...
Why don't you just put that screen up?
I will very soon. The question is going to be, is that going to happen late Saturday night or early, not my fault, or early Sunday morning? So this is going to be, as the system comes through, it's going to be overnight, Saturday into Sunday. And we're going to go ahead and populate this up a little bit so we can enjoy that with you. See how fast that was?
It works.
That was fast. We got a new computer, so things are flying. So this is 60 degrees currently, a few clouds from the Fort Wayne International Airport. That's the best that the National Weather Service is going to give us, unfortunately. So I don't know if you can see the top of the screen up there, but there's a few models we're going to go over because there are some inconsistencies, and that's what we're going to go over and show you kind of where we're going to pinpoint it. And I'm going to give you my prediction for what we're going to see. So we're going to kind of go through a little bit of all that, and we'll get into what we're looking at. And when we look at this snowfall, I'm going to say it's going to be ending Tuesday night is what I'm looking at. So, and we'll get into the reason of that. So what they're calling for as far as the detailed forecast, little breezy tonight, 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're going to get down to about 38 degrees tomorrow. High near 52, northwest wind, northeast wind around 5 miles per hour. And then Saturday night, things start to move in from the northwest. We're going to have an east wind, thanks to that low pressure that's going to be low in the state, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then it's going to rotate around and then be from the north after midnight. So they're saying little to no snow accumulation. We're going to dig into that a little bit.
8 inches is what I'm calling for.
8 inches. I got your 8 inches. Get out of here. Chance of precipitation, 80%. Now, this is saying that it's going to start with rain and then rain and snow showers likely after 1 p.m. on Sunday. We'll get into that, I promise. So Saturday night, rain showers before 4 a.m. So notice these little specifics that they put in here, but I'm not all that confident on that. It has us Tuesday, which is Veterans Day, mostly cloudy as well. So we're going to get into all that. We're going to dig right in there. But first, we're going to talk about the most important factor when it comes to snowfall. This is the ground temperature. So if you go to weather.gov, you can find some of this information as well. But we can go in here. We can look at this. It's 43 degrees at 4 inches. So what does that mean? Our surface level temperature is 47 degrees currently. And that's going to be, what is that, Columbia City?
That Syracuse.
Syracuse. Are you sure?
Yeah, that's where the radar is at, National Weather Service. Oh, that might be Columbia City.
That looks like Columbia City. Ish. Somewhere around Columbia City. So surface level ground temperature is 47 degrees. If you drop down 4 inches, it's 43 degrees. So what does it take to chill that? And how much precipitation is it going to take to chill that to the point to where it's going to actually freeze? Well, we're going to have to go back to the 7-day forecast. Take a look at this. We're only going to get down to 34 degrees Saturday night. That is the kicker there. And then it says a high of 41 on Sunday. We're going to talk about that as well because I don't think that's going to be the kicker. And then we're looking at 23 degrees for your Sunday night. So we're going to have to bundle up. Now, what it says for Monday, I am a firm believer in that. I'm looking actually 35 degrees. So I'm a degree cooler than what it's saying on there. And then Monday night around 22. High of 41 for Veterans Day is what I'm seeing. So we're a little off. I'm going to have to start making my forecasts again. But that's the government for you. They're not perfect.
What?
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 Did I just beam the government? I think I did.
Oh, and for Melinda, this is for you. This,
Oh,
just say cool as heck.
cool as heck.
Yeah.
Heck. Anywho.
History Underground. If you're on YouTube, go look up JD on History Underground. You'll understand what cool as heck is.
So we're going to talk about this low pressure system that you see here on your screen. What is that, Colorado? No.
That right there, that would be Nebraska.
That's not Nebraska.
Oh, that's Colorado.
That's
yes.
Nebraska. I thought that was Colorado. I'm feeling retarded right now.
Yes, you are. Colorado. This would be Montana.
Montana. So it's sitting here. Talk about a brain fart. So low pressure sitting here in Montana. You're going to see as I go through the model a little bit here that that's going to pop up here. That's not what we're expecting at all. This is going to continue a trough down here with the jet stream into the lower part of Indiana here for us. So we're going to kind of skip through there. There it is. Kansas. oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go back through geography, into Missouri, and then right into the lower part of the state. That's going to take us into Sunday about 1 a.m. So you can see how some of that kind of disagrees with what you saw when I was showing you what the National Weather Service was saying. So, and then as we go in through these other few models, then we're going to break it down and say, this is what we actually believe is what's going to happen. And there's more into it than that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fast forward this just a couple hours here, and you're going to see how this kind of plays out. So this is into Sunday morning. So this is about 7 a.m. Everybody's waking up, starting to get their coffee, ready to go to church. Now, you can see one little blip right here. This is an error in the model. It's green. I don't know how well that's coming through on your screen. Let me know what you're seeing there. That is going to be lake effect snow right there. Actually, if I click on it, it should actually come back as snow. And it's saying no, best guess is precipitation. I wish I could get rid of this. But if I click that, it's going to come back. So let's actually click on it this time. So I'm working on a TV as my second screen. So that's saying best guess precip type rain. So, but what it's not taken into effect is the dew point and a lot of other things that are going on in there. So not a big problem in my mind. And then it just skipped forward way past where we need to be. So then that's where this low pressure is going to swing around. It's going to give us a lot of that northerly wind coming from the northwest. As it pulls out, that high pressure is going to push in as well. And it's all going to squeeze together, giving us some really decent wind for some lake effect snow. That's where the majority of what they're talking about precipitation-wise is going to come from, is right off the lake. So as this comes through, this is not a countrywide storm, as we would typically see in the middle of winter. So if you come back here, it's mainly dry. And if we go back to current, I mean, there's nowhere that's pulling any moisture from other than the Pacific Northwest. So we come back through here, and then you have a low pressure pulling some Atlantic moisture in.
But it's way up north.
Right, but it's way up north. But what this is actually doing is sucking all that humid moisture, because the lakes are still pretty warm, and that's pulling that into this low pressure, and that's what's giving us our rain system. So we look down here, there's not really even a trough giving us that moisture from the Gulf. So that's why this has been a little bit of a tricky situation to talk about, just because it's a limited moisture capable system. So it's not bringing moisture with it. It's not really pulling moisture from a great source other than the Great Lakes. So that's what we're looking at. And this is the GFS model. So, you know, we get through there, and then boom, we start getting into those snow bands coming off Lake Michigan. They're really difficult to predict. You know, you kind of look at your wind barbs a little bit and things like that, and you're like, well, where's that really going to lay us, Brad? And it's really hard to say, because if we're streaming down the lake and then it starts to creep down over here, that's going to give us more snow. If it's coming straight down the lake, then we're looking at South Bend, Elkhart, Mishawaka. And once it gets out of that landmass there, it just kind of pukes out, and then we get a few flurries. So that's just one model, though. So what we'll do is we'll go back into the Euro model here, and you're going to see just about the same thing. We still have the same stupid jump, and I don't know why it does that, and it's still overly a dry system. And then as it gets into southern Indiana, we see how it starts to pick up a lot of moisture, but that's all that lake effect moisture, whether it's rain, snow, ice, or whatever. It has a little bit of that purple in there. I don't think freezing rain is going to be an issue, especially as warm as the ground is. But then that has off the back of the system there, we're getting a lot of that moisture from Lake Erie. So what does that mean for us? It's going to backbuild on the back of the system a little bit, and it's going to give us a little bit more of that potential for snow. So that's always really possible. And then you see how this actually picks up that lake effect snow band that comes right down the western quarter of the state there, and then it kind of pushes off towards us, and then things start to dry out a little bit, but the lake effect is going to stick around through at least midday Tuesday. So that is kind of how things are going to look there. So and then we look at the Canadians, because it's always their fault. They have the low pressure system actually coming through smoothly after it releases through the Rockies there into Kansas, Missouri, What's that?
Rain.
Kentucky. But so this is calling for rain up here. So this is going to be 1 a.m. Sunday morning, and I don't remember what we said the low was going to be, but I think it was like 34. This is calling for 42 degrees still. So I'm really struggling with that because I think that low pressure is going to be grabbing some of that Canadian air as it pushes it down from the north, and I think it's going to really chill it a lot faster than this weather model's looking at it for. So, we're not really in agreement here. We have a little bit of a curve, and then it tanks. I think that we're going to be more close to that 32-degree mark that we're seeing right here. Right here, because that's Celsius. I just lost my train of thought. So we'll be a little closer to the freezing. So we're going to see that snow more than
confused.
We would see, huh?
32 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0.
Right.
Wouldn't that be?
That's what I was
This
looking
line?
for. This line right here. Yes. Da.
The blue one.
Yes. Da. Right there.
Yeah.
So that curve in that tank. That's why I was like, that's why I don't believe that.
Okay.
And then after that, this model still picks up the lake effect snow showers after that, but it puts us in a much greater band and a much broader precipitation without justification. So we're not going to be pulling moisture off that low once it gets up into the main. And I just had an alert from something, but anyway, up Maine and upper state New York, we're not going to get moisture from that, especially off Lake Erie. And so that snow band that you're seeing right there, that is Tuesday morning about 7 a.m. So I'd be surprised to see that. That's still a little far out for me to get comfortable with, but it does exist. So this is the HRRR model. This isn't updated. See if we can get it updated. Oh, no. I should have just waited. So this only takes us out.
Now.
Yeah, this only takes us out 14 hours currently. So you can see some of this starting to mix up over here, but we're not going to really know what that's looking like until we get over in this area. So usually I can see this a lot farther. We can probably pull. Where to go? Let's do this one. This should get us pretty close as we look through here and we see that snow band come through from the northwest, coming down, and then it dries out a little bit. So you see that gap right there. That's where we're starting to dry out. So, and that's where the lake effect's going to really kick in. So that's the main concern with forecasting this and what it's really going to pull through. So it's been really tricky. I'm going to pull up one other thing. I just got rid of that so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me mess with the menus. That was a bus?
State Route 105 and 24. There was a school bus accident.
So at approximately 5 p.m., Bus 32 was involved in a 3-vehicle accident at the intersection of US 24 and State Route 105. No students were on board the bus at the time of the incident. Our bus driver did not sustain any injuries. The occupants of the 2 other vehicles reported no serious injuries. So that's good. That is crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the dew points here. Thanks for sharing that, Don.
Here's the other thing that's kind of interesting.
No,
if you're up in the Chicago area,
that's the Euro from
the
yesterday.
Euro. Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's. I saw that yesterday.
I should have looked myself. Sorry.
I saw that yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely nailed. All right, well, let's get this shared back up here. I'm going to full screen this for you here. So this is the dew points. If the dew point is lower than the outside temperature, it's going to be really dry, right? So this is Monday. So remember, we're talking about snow. So the problem with snow is sometimes it evaporates before it gets to the ground. Is that what we're going to be looking at? So we can see right now that we have dew points that are going to be right around the actual relative temperature, but they're a little bit below. So that's telling me that it's going to be dry, unfortunately, for our area. Oh my gosh, gosh, it did it again. Looking into Sunday, we're still sticking around that 33, 31, 28. And then you get into Sunday night, and that's when things really start to drop. We're going to be right around that 22-degree mark, which is right where we're going to be here. So that's going to put the market in for us to get that lake effect snow showers, which is really awesome. But anything before that has a heavy chance of giving us some unfortunate evaporation before it hits the ground. So that is what we're looking at. So you can see there we're 24, 25, 20, and the lake really provides a bit of a stem for some moisture just for our area. So the cutoff for the lake basically makes a line from here to Indianapolis, and then we have here to through Fort Wayne. So that's what we're looking at. We're definitely looking at some lake effect snow. The ground's going to be warm. Equivalent, we could see 2 to 3 inches of snow fall, but that doesn't mean it's going to stick. So let's talk about that a little bit. Don, would you like to elaborate on that at all?
Which part?
He wasn't listening.
No, I was looking at some other stuff. For the people that are down south right now in the Tennessee area, there's a large area down in Tennessee that they just issued a tornado watch.
Are they getting hammered tonight?
They're getting hammered tonight.
Stand by, folks. Pull that back up. Louisville.
And this does include Nashville. So it's the western part of the state, including parts of Alabama. I sent it to you, Brad.
I see that. There we go. Alerts. Alert. Severe thunderstorm, 1-inch hail. So I was listening to, so I don't typically study a lot of weather down there, but I did hear that there was some big boy hail going to happen down here this time.
That's just false returns there. Ooh. Murfreesboro, looks like they got some rotation going there.
Not a lot, not a ton. Let's see it in action here before. Yeah, a little bit, not a ton. So that's going to be outflow dominant. 60 mile per hour winds.
Could get a gust net on the front of that.
Oh yeah, let's look at. Not a lot of hail. I'm really surprised. Main hail core is going to be right over here.
They said there's plenty of shear and there's not a very strong cape to hold it back.
Oh. If you're in Auburn town, get ready. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a hail core right there. That's going to be fun. So they're getting all the fun weather. We're going to get the crap weather. Is there any other way to put it?
Prior to me coming in here and sitting down with Brad, there's 3 kids out front playing. And they already know who Brad is. And I got ambushed by 3 kids with rapid fire questions about tornadoes and severe weather. And what was the strongest storm you've ever been in? And how many tornadoes you've been hit by? And just blah, blah, blah.
Get rid of that guy.
And Brad never came to my rescue.
Oh, no. I was setting stuff up in here. I peeked out and went, have fun. So look at this. So I haven't been able to use this before. So, all right, we're gonna share another screen here.
Look at that.
So this actually gives us a little bit of fun here. And this is what I really want to talk about. I forgot I could use this. Winds. All right, so this is every system that we can see currently right now. That probably looks like a kindergartner was just outside going to town with some sidewalk art chalk projects, right? So we got a typhoon over here getting ready to just smack back into Russia. We got a low pressure system up here just south of Anchorage. And then we got this low pressure system right here. This is going to push through later next week. It's going to take a few days for us to get here. This is the area that we're watching currently. So start to get that wind that's scooting through the mountains there. That's what's going to provide some of the push for this low system to come in. You can see some of that there. And you got a high wind advisory up there. And then We should have some high wind there. Special weather statement for accumulating snow. So this is the whole group that's going to push through this way, right? So you have the jet stream already starting to dip. So that's obviously going to follow that. And you can see that we have some higher winds over here in Nebraska and everything like that up here off the lakes. So the wind is so heavy off the lakes, it's pushing the snow way up there.
What's that warning area?
This right here, that's going to be snowfall. 15 centimeters. I'm American. So
that's not that much.
Right. So you can guess that every one of these little things is a previous fire or current fire. I can see earthquakes on here, anything that you want to look at. There is going to be severe thunderstorm. Tornado watch, severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to get cold. It's going to get cold in Oklahoma. It's going to get cold in Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa. I said that wrong. Minnesota, Nebraska.
You said Minnesota wrong.
I did. Minnesota, eh?
Minnesota. You got to draw it out.
So this is what we're watching. So this is where I'm going to be paying a lot of attention over the next 24 hours as that makes it over here into Iowa. So once that gets over into Iowa, we're going to be talking a lot more in depth. But what I was saying earlier, before I went on a rabbit trail, we're looking at 2 to 3 inches of snow to actually fall. Now, precipitation-wise on what's going to stick is a completely different story because, like I mentioned, the dew point issue, so we're going to have evaporation. And then number 2, the ground is warm. So it's going to take a lot for that ground to cool past 43 degrees because you got to think the 43-degree mark is at 4 inches deep already. And we're at 47. So it'd be easy to hit that 43, but in order for us to freeze, we got to drop 11 degrees in soil temperature at 4 inches for anything to really happen. So if it falls fast and it falls hard enough, we could get a slushy mess for a little bit, but I don't see this becoming a bread and milk or anything crazy. I think
paper.
Right, toilet paper. Once we wake up Sunday morning, I would be absolutely gassed if we see anything on the grass. Now, come Sunday night, if we have a light dusting, okay, I can believe that. But I don't really see anything sticking around. So that's my opinion on it, and that's where I'm at. What's your thoughts?
I'm good with that so far.
Yeah, that was a lot really quick. So temperature-wise, Sunday 40, Monday 35, Tuesday 41. So we got a little bit of a dip coming. The low temperature Sunday into Monday into Tuesday is going to really kind of kick us. If you haven't turned your heaters on yet, I'm sure that's coming here in the near future.
I already have.
That sucks. You need one of those.
No, what I need is I need to get some RV antifreeze for the hot dog cart. So I don't have to keep popping the lines and you forgot to freeze to weatherproof yours, huh?
I also need to.
I just reminded him.
If you have not winterized your camper, this would be a good time to do it. However, next week would be some good camping weather if you like that fall camping.
Well, I'm not selling hot dogs next week unless something comes up. So if anybody's out there looking to sell hot dogs,
I think I have some RV antifreeze.
You do?
Because I don't use it anymore. I'll have to look to see if I have another bottle.
First year I blew it out with air,
Mm-hmm.
and that seemed to work real well. But it's kind of a pain to do because I got to get down inside there, pull the tanks, pop a hose, drain everything.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Mine's easy.
If I'd have designed it better.
I use a city water connection, just push through that and open the faucets.
No. I blow the water out of the system so there's nothing to freeze.
That's what I'm saying.
How do you use water?
I use air through the city water connection.
We start with an empty hose.
No. Old dog, new tricks. I get to show Don something here in a little bit.
If it's something you learned in the Marine Corps, I'm not sure if I want to know.
Oh, no. Her name is Sally. Any questions? We went over a lot, and I got way more technical than I planned to, but, it's my tism. Sorry, folks. Oh, you know what else we need to go over there, Donald?
What, Bradley?
We're gonna
Wow.
talk about one other thing. We're gonna bring in Don Schubridge here. Let's let him talk about this.
So I'm starting on another venture here. I got these hot dog carts. This hot dog cart I do, and in honor of the military widows such as Brad and I'm going down the rabbit hole making these bourbon glasses. I'm also going to do some shot glasses as well. And right now, these two glasses are just temporary. They're just to make sure the system's working. I just got this up and running. I have several different bourbon glass ideas in mind, and for the history-minded people who have had maybe, if you're old as I am, maybe fathers, grandfathers, maybe great grandfathers, uncles, so forth, that were in World War II. I got something special coming for those guys, and to honor them. And I'll also do those in shot glasses as well. And for the people who are prior service military, even that were primarily Air Force, because that's kind of my thing. That's where I was. Then I've got some stuff for those people that were stationed around the world at different air bases that I'm going to put up here. So if you have something specific, if you catch this little clip of video and you say, hey, that'd be kind of interesting to see one from such and such air base from 1960 or whatever, like Utapah, Thailand or something, give me something specific for that. Give me, fire a message to Brad or even myself. You can find me on Facebook, or if you send it to Brad or Huntington County Storm Chasers, Brad and I both get feeds or messages from there, and I'll see it. Just say, hey, Don, how about a glass or bourbon glass? It's this. So, but yeah, so we got some stuff. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff up there, and look at that, Brad just bought one.
What?
No, you didn't.
Oh crap!
He bought me a gift.
I wasn't paying attention, but let's take a little closer look at it, shall we? Look at that.
And we can engrave on the bottom too. If somebody wants something specific, I could probably do something. Look at that man cave. Ain't that cool? Air Force Rondell on one side, or United States Rondell, which you would normally see on an airplane wing or on the side of the fuselage. And then on the other side of the glass is, in this case, pilot's wings.
Just don't drink before you fly.
Or storm chase. You might have a hard time trying to explain to your wife why you blew through a stop sign.
I was sober. Gosh.
Oh, you're talking about yourself.
Oh.
The guilty foot stuck it in his mouth.
Yeah, I guess. That's not nice. But all you have to do is go to Etsy /shop/US Honor Designs. No E between the E and the S there. And
yeah, it's not European. It's
yeah.
US, baby.
And here, what we'll do.
Why don't you put a link?
Copy. Paste.
There we go.
Boom.
Awesome. Thank you, Bradley.
Did that just only go out on YouTube?
It posted twice, it looks like. So.
Oh, no, we're good. It went to YouTube twice for some reason. Anyway, that's a link to that. If that's something that tickles your fancy, which is awesome. And if you guys are ready for the snow this weekend, we are too. But like I said, I don't think this is really anything that's gonna excite us. So
one more quick word about US.
Go for it.
US Honor Designs. Keep checking up there occasionally, right? Because this page is going to, the product, the number of glasses and other product is going to start to show up at a pretty, I won't say remarkable pace, but it's going to start loading up quick now that I understand how this whole thing works and I've got everything set up. And I'm going to go ahead and start, populating this particular marketplace. Also on the left-hand side, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Scroll down on that page a little bit. On the left-hand side, just to the left of that glass, says contact shop owner. if you click on that, that will send me a message to my email address. In fact, if Brad goes ahead and sends one now, I'll even see if it pops up here.
Can't do that.
Well, let's see.
Sent. Oh, it's doing a confirmation email. Stand by. I don't have an Etsy account, so I just kind of went for it. And perfect, you're all set. Oh, that's Dawn from US Hunter Designs.
There it is. See?
Nice. Cool. That's all you got to do, folks.
So now try sending me a left side. No, there you go. Yeah, I know. I got to make a crayon glass for the marine over here. Did it go?
Yeah. We'll email you when Dawn responds. Learning curve. Stand by.
I'm getting stuff from save $5. Well, I'm not sure where that message went.
We'll work on it.
It might take a while to get here. Etsy's kind of slow sometimes.
Ain't no thing but chicken wing.
Buffalo. So I'm looking right now for the initial blast of glasses that are going up here. I've got about 50 of them kind of pre-designed already, but I need to go up and put more to them. I got to add more to it. I don't think they're as good as they could be. So I'm going to make it worth everybody's while to. So if you're interested in getting one of these, it might be pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
For either the current military guy or somebody you have in your family who was prior service. There's gonna be a lot of Air Force ones. So for the people that are from the 122nd Air National Guard, Fort Wayne, there you go.
Oh,
They got a club up there. I can see stocking the shelves with, Fort Wayne 122nd bourbon glasses.
that'd be cool. That would be actually awesome. All right, do you guys have any questions? Been about 40 minutes running our stock over here, so any questions, comments, concerns, let us know.
How about a question like, hey, where do you guys go to get your Verners? Melinda can answer that one.
How do I? There we go.
Oh, one more thing. Today is Friday. Tomorrow, Saturday, which is November what? November 8th.
It's Sunday's the 9th, yeah.
Look at there, November 8th. Why don't you tell them what we're going to be doing tomorrow, Bradley?
So tomorrow we're going to Bombers and Brews down in
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
At the Air Force Museum at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Even though the government being shut down right now, because this is a paid event, they have it open. And they're going to put stairs up so we can actually look inside some of the aircraft. And on the B-1 bomber that they have on display, they're going to let you go up into the cockpit and actually check things out. So hopefully I can squeeze this fat body through the hatch.
I'll bring the butter.
And honestly, I've had regret for the past 40 years because I had the opportunity to go up inside of the B-1 bomber when I was stationed at Luke Air Force Base. And because I was concerned about getting written up for being late and getting to the shop and reporting in, I left I was in line to go up the ladder. In fact, there was about 4 or 5 people away looking up the hatch, looking at my watch, and looking up the hatch, and looking at my watch. And it's like, I'll never make it. I had to leave. So it was about a quarter till time that I had to report for duty and 15 minutes till. And so I left. So I've carried that regret for the past 40 years, kicking myself, thinking maybe I should have just gotten myself in trouble. But thankfully, this event popped up for tomorrow, and hopefully I can fulfill that missed bucket list item.
Ooh, game on Wayne TV. Wayne TV just came in and said up to an inch of snow accumulation. Now remember, I've been cautious. I'm saying we'll be lucky to see a dusting. So 8. So
I'm going for 8.
Snow what? And for Melinda, just because I know she loves snow, I know she's saying it. That's her in the background. Don't mind her. It's fine. So that's all we got.
We're going to start playing Christmas music here if this keeps up.
We put our tree up already.
Dude, I've had a tree up since last year.
Well.
Mine's a little different, though. I can't, hold on. We got to fill in the audience. I can't have a Christmas tree in my house because I've got 4 cats that'll turn into a Vietnam reenactment scene. We'll have cats in the trees, constantly chewing stuff and tearing things up. So I made a plywood Christmas tree covered in carpet. It stands about 7.5 feet tall. It's 2 angles like this in a corner. And it's got a Christmas tree shape and shelves and green and tinsel and lights. That tree stays up the whole time. The trunk is a scratching post that goes from the floor all the way up to the top. And
smart guy.
And it was a real bear to get in place. It was heavy. But the nice thing about it is it doesn't have to come down, and it gives the cats a place to lay down and sleep. And I don't care if they tear it up. So
easy to rebuild a new one. Also, a couple weeks ago, I didn't tell you guys. But
Bradley sucks, by the way.
So I went to Columbus, Ohio to do, so we're part of TDSR, Team Dominator Storm Recovery. Not Trump, never mind. Anyway.
Trump Ranger Syndrome Recovery.
Team Dominator Storm Recovery works right behind Reed Timmer. So we kind of partnered with them and working on getting that whole show on the road as well. But the cool thing is I also got to meet him. Face to face, good conversation, good guy.
Did you have to pay him $5 to put up with you?
No.
Really?
No. Shook his hand, got a hug, got a pat on the back. Had a really good conversation. And then he
watches a show.
I read. And then he hits a deer yesterday on his way to Mississippi. Blew up Dominator 4. So there's that. There is that.
Blew out all the airbags too, which was kind of interesting. So he must have whacked the heck out of it.
And then he blew the engine.
And blew the engine. Although I'm going to imagine after chasing all those storms for as long as he did for that car. And that car, I'll tell you the truth. If you haven't seen Reed Timmers' car that he chased with, the Dominator 4 that blew up, it looks like a golf ball on wheels. It's dimpled that bad from all the hail.
Hold on.
I mean, in fact, he had it in Wabash here last weekend for the event.
You mean that one?
Yeah, there you go. Looks like tinsel. Look at that.
You this one?
Yeah, you know what? I didn't see that car. Where was he parked at?
This was in Columbus.
Okay.
Look at that beautiful theater. Here, let's do.
Oh, wow, nice.
Isn't that cool? That's where we were in Columbus. So I just realized that the HRRR finally loaded. Why don't we just go into the HRRR and we're going to look at the total snowfall depth. We're just going to play around here for a second. Let's take a peek.
There it is. 10-1. I was wrong.
Well, no, I don't ever use that.
It's 10 inches, not 8 inches.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
You know I'm going to get big.
It dried out and... Oh. No, wait a minute.
Oh, look at that.
All right, don't look at that. Hold on a minute. Stand by. Holy crap. All right. I got more data to look at.
Bradley's going to redo his forecast.
You guys are right here with me.
We're doing it on the fly.
We're doing it on the fly. The her has spoken. You know, when it says her, it's always right. Ooh, sorry.
You better hope your wife ain't watching this.
Nope. Pretty sure it was just Melinda at that point.
Oh, she's now. Yeah, there's two people now watching. It's your wife and my wife now watching.
You're
See, look at that. 6.8 inches. Look
That's
at that.
Fort Wayne.
Exactly. Close enough.
We're looking at
20 miles ain't going to make that big a difference.
bullshit.
Get
Oh,
out your
no, it's not going to happen. Look at the spaghetti.
Get out your shovels, people. Armageddon is coming. Go get your bread. Go get your milk. Go get your 2 months worth of toilet paper.
Don't listen to him. Hold on.
Come on, I just bought stock in all those companies.
See, that has a temperature a lot colder too, just like I called for.
Gee, look at that, 28 degree. 28 to 31, 28 dew point.
And you see the snow line? So 0.03.
Wait a minute. Who said you can do math? Do you? Where are you looking at?
I'm
Brad?
off a little bit.
Feet. It's going to be the depth of your screen. What? What's that supposed to mean, Brad?
It's all the math together.
What math are you talking about?
So that's snow from 675 millibars. So hold on, guys. We're this is new, so bear with me. So from here down is snow. 12,115. 12,115. And then it has a dropping wind barb. Okay, so
you're going to get what you're going to get.
we're gonna get what we're gonna get.
And it doesn't matter if it's just
I'm not falling for it.
or that deep.
I'm not falling for it.
Be careful driving, okay? It's the first snowfall of the year. People are going to lose their mind. Take your time. Test your brakes. Make sure, and if you really want to get back up to speed as far as driving, find yourself a big fat open parking lot where there's no cars, and go out there and do a couple donuts in it.
Spoken like a true grandpa.
Feel how much traction you got in your tires. How fast can you go forward and backwards? Show them that, Bradley. I'm spitting numbers over here, and all of a sudden it's showing close to 8 inches, which probably ain't going to happen. Usually the models never are correct.
That's 10-1. I know it's going to be dry, but still, that you take an inch and a half off that.
Okay. So it's what? 6 point.
I'm not falling for it, guys. Bald tire weather. All right, Doug. Let's look at the her. You still here, Doug? You're saying 1 to 3. I'm saying a dusting. But this is the her, and I'm changing my mind just a wee bit.
8?
And Ben's measurements prepare to be disappointed. I agree, 157%. But I mean, like what?
I had to blow a number out there just to get Brad's goat. That's all.
I don't believe that. I really don't. I don't believe this swath right here. All right, guys.
You know what? Hold on. This almost, because of the rotation, looks like it plants the low pressure system smack dab over the middle of Lake Michigan.
Well, let's look.
Over Michigan. smack in the middle of Michigan, and it's rotating to the left down Lake Michigan.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's still over here.
Yeah, I know.
But just like I said, I-70 mainly snow. All right.
You know what? We're going to get snow.
We're going to readdress this in the morning.
Whatever we get is what we get.
I'm going to sleep on it.
At least it ain't a tornado. Could be a snow-nado. No? Okay. Oh, you think maybe it's going to pull from Lake Erie and dump lake effect on us in reverse action?
Listen. Okay.
That'd be different.
I'm sorry that you're all going through this with me right now. However, here's what we're going to say.
And I'm not helping.
I'm going to adjust fire. I know. And I saw that, Doug. And right now, I'm trying to wrap my head around that because that was my first time looking at the HER. And I don't know how to feel about that right now. So right now, I'm still going to stick to my original forecast of possibly dusting by Sunday evening. Because the ground is so warm. I'm going to adjust fire. I'm going to make a post about it here in a little bit. I'm going to dig into the numbers. What is this calling for as far as the dew point? I got to look. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm originally from Michigan. The snow doesn't.
Idiots.
It's huh?
What?
Give me back my Verners. The snow doesn't bother me a whole lot. I actually kind of like the snow. What I don't like, though, is I don't like the wind that comes from Indiana. It'd be one thing if the snow fell straight down, but it never does here. It's like everything else that's Indiana. Everything blows sideways, you know. One side of the vehicle will be nice and clean. The other side's got a half-inch of crap, and you got to chisel through it before you can drive to work in the morning.
Right?
You know. What's going on here, Bradley?
These are the temperatures and wind.
Here it comes. He's animated. You're not seeing this. Oh, here it comes. Oh, look.
It is going to come off Lake Erie.
Yep.
All right.
Show them that map. Flip that one up there.
All right, guys. This is what the temperature looks like as it comes down to sucker punches. I got a lot of homework to do.
Here comes the low across Indiana into Ohio, and it's making a left-hand turn.
Right across I-70, like I said, that it shouldn't.
And it's going to draw that crap from Lake Erie, which is typical. Seems like we never get really spanked with a storm unless it blows out of the east first.
Right? No, I feel you. So let's go down to the herd. Let's go all out.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, Dougie Fresh. Blame the freaking Canadians.
Okay.
All right, staying north. All right, so that's calling for Jack. So that's right up my alley. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm expecting. Now,
Pull him down.
we're gonna go to Viet. No,
No, don't say it. Long Binh. We're going to Long Binh.
we're going to Ho Chi Minh City.
Ho Chi Minh City. Hey, I know my engineer is from Ho Chi Minh City. Did you know that? Tu Vu, whatever the heck his name is. He's been with us for.
I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. Dusting. We're not going to get that much moisture off of Lake Erie. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Let's go to Toledo.
No.
Why not?
Toledo's right here.
Well, yeah.
They're going to be on the lower band of it.
Well, let's go to Dundee, Michigan. We'll hit Cabela's.
Oh.
Huh?
Tomorrow?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Sunday.
Sunday, let's just do a road trip into the deep stuff.
We can hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Or not.
Hey, don't touch me there. This is my no square.
You learned that in Marines.
I did.
Look at all that purple going on there.
All right, guys. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go. I got to shut the computer off for a little bit. It's obviously high. So I'm going to redress it. I'm not going to say an actual formal forecast. I was going to make a map and post it tonight. I'm not going to do that now. I'll do it in the morning. Give me till.
I don't envy this guy at all. I don't put mine. I don't put it on the table like that. I don't stick my neck in the noose.
New data shifted. Things happen. I'm sorry.
Did you break your keyboard already?
No, this is the bye-bye light. So I will let you know. The ground temperature is my biggest worry. The short range forecast on that is a little iffy. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I will let you know. Give me till 10 a.m. tomorrow. It's coming up on 7 o'clock. I'm going to get in, put my kids to bed, and then I'm going to spend probably all night looking at weather models. Those short ranges, they typically refresh every hour. And
give it all night.
Yeah, I'll give it all night.
Hit it in the morning.
I'll have something ready for you by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. All right? Hopefully that's a deal.
Cool.
All right. Plans shifted. It's fine. We're not going to crash at the end of the runway.
Thank you to our unofficial sponsor, Verners.
Ooh, too soon.
Huh?
That was too soon.
Oh.
All right, guys.
I had to have a drink. Everybody salute. Ready?
1, 2, 3. And salute. And down. All right. Have a good night, guys.